Larson to the bottom of the track.
Slide job.
Trying to take the lead away.
Slide job.
Shades of Keselowski and Ambrose all over again. Buescher gets on the inside of SVG.
And Kenza cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenza takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
Busch goes low. Burton blocks. He gets back up. Comes to the line. Jeff, your little boy, has done it. Harrison Burton wins in Daytona.
Larson has cleared him. Allgaier, look at his hands. Now looks to the
Here
bottom.
comes Larson off turn 2. Larson's got the run down the back.
Can he win 2 days in a row?
The rookie.
Can he battle Kyle Busch 2 days in a row?
He battled him yesterday and beat him.
Here he comes. Diving to the inside. Kyle took the block. He blocked him.
It's the Kyle and Kyle show off, turn 4.
How many times have we seen this? This is like 4 or 5 times these two guys have battled each other for the victory.
Busch the veteran, Larson the rookie. Kyle Busch wins California.
Al, what was your thought about Keselowski's little pre-race declaration?
Who?
Brad Keselowski?
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay. He drives the number 12 car.
I saw it, but I passed it.
Hello guys, and welcome to episode 1 of the Calamity Corner Podcast. I'm James, and today I'm joined by someone, I would say she has a lot of wheel knowledge. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome in. So, first, I guess my first question for you would be, how did you get your, start being a fan of NASCAR?
So, my dad, actually, he was a truck driver, and he would deliver generators and stuff to the Motor Speedway all the time. And I would go with him as a kid, and, with no ear protection, probably not the smartest idea. My most vivid memory is my dad pointing at a car. I don't remember what car it was, but he was like, "Look, Kelly, it's Lightning McQueen." And then the car revved its engine really loud, and it hurt my ears, and I started crying.
Oh.
But it's always kind of been there. I mean, Cars is one of my favorite movies. It's been one of my favorite movies growing up. And I think after F1 here, I kind of started diving into all the different kinds of motorsport. And then I dove into NASCAR, and I was like, you know what? I actually really like this. This is super fun.
Yeah, so would you say NASCAR is your favorite, or would it be Formula One?
Formula One, right now, no. Formula One has me in the trenches, so I would say either NASCAR or IndyCar are probably my top right now.
Yeah, if you're not a Kimi Antonelli fan, then you're in the trenches for real.
Exactly.
And so now you started Trackside Talk as something for Rebel Report, right?
Yeah, so that was my Rebel Sportsnet segment where it was supposed to be weekly updates of okay, this is what happened this week, this is what happened this week. And then obviously there was a week, I think it was Easter weekend. Mm-hmm. There was no racing, so I was like, okay, I want to do something fun. And I had a few friends on. I had you on.
Yeah.
And I had you, our friend Harrow, and my friend Gretel in the studio. And then I had my friends Yenna, Maya, and Justin on Zoom, and we did a Guess the Driver game. And that was probably the best episode that I've ever done.
Yeah, the episode was a lot of fun.
It was very chaotic. It went down to a tiebreaker, and it went down to 2 or 3 tiebreakers, actually. Yenna and Justin were just so dialed in. They knew their wheel.
Yeah, it was very surprising.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite episodes. Since I graduated in school, got out, I've been kind of just burnt. I've been burnt out from school, so I've been just trying to relax and kind of get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
So I still need to edit the I'm like almost done editing the headbands video.
Okay.
I just need to put it up on YouTube.
Okay.
But then I started the website.
Yeah.
So, because I have so many like different ideas for stories that I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
that it's, I don't know, it's just an easier way for me to get them out there.
Okay.
Because like I had a blog that was like, it was mainly hockey specific, but I started doing F1 stuff. But then I was like, I don't even remember my login. So
Yeah, I think the website is gonna be good because writing is an important tool.
mhm.
And that, I feel like that was one of the first things that we've learned as journalists was writing before we even started reporting. So I can't wait to see where that goes.
I think it's gonna take off. I hope it does.
Yeah.
I think with all the like the uniqueness
Mhm.
it has, because it's like, it's not just like, there are recaps. Like I know you have the NASCAR recaps,
Yeah,
which those are very informative and well written.
of course.
And then also like other stories. Like I just wrote about Gucci becoming the main title sponsor for Alpine, and
That was a great story, by the way.
thank you. I tried really hard because there was so much that like went into it. I saw this one journalist, Toni Cohen Brown. She is probably one of the most prominent F1 journalists. She also does stuff with SS Magazine, who I really want to write for so bad. She made a tweet or like a thread or something that was saying how everyone who's writing or covering, like content creators and journalists, they're just putting out the press statement and calling it a day,
Yeah.
and that everyone's only doing it just to get freebies from the company
Okay, yeah.
and or freebies from the team, which that makes sense because I mean now with all these different creators getting opportunities, everyone's like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. So they're doing what they can to kind of appease the companies.
Mhm.
But I don't know, I feel like there's so much like that goes into certain things that like they need to be talked about. Like
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing with Gucci and Alpine, I know this is supposed to be NASCAR related, but a lot of people are like questioning like, well, what's the merch gonna be now? Is Gucci taking over? Is Castor still gonna make them just in the Gucci colors? And I'm kind of hoping that's the case, because then it's still expensive because F1 merch is ridiculously overpriced.
Yeah.
But
Want to get the carrot top hat, but I don't want to spend $90 for it.
yeah, like $70 for a hat.
It's crazy.
Could probably find a Pirelli hat for like $45, which is crazy.
Yeah, because I feel like with Formula One, and we'll get back to NASCAR in a second, but I feel like with Formula One, you don't really see like these reports of like a team changing, because they're changing basically their whole identity.
Exactly. Like they're going from the iconic, you know, blue and pink that they had with BWT to now they're basically being branded in Gucci red, green, and beige. And rest in peace Alpine pink, which I know a lot of people are upset about.
Yeah. Which was funny because Pierre Gasly, he basically did get a podium, but his team didn't tell him that he had a penalty. So
Yeah, yeah. Do we even want to talk about Monaco? Because I know I don't.
no.
Monaco had us in the trenches. Everyone.
Real. All right.
NASCAR.
Getting back to NASCAR. So what tracks have you been to?
I've only been to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Okay.
But like outside of NASCAR, I've also been to the Long Beach Street Circuit. And then I've been to the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Okay.
I went for free practice 1 and 2.
Of course.
Saw Zed front row. Amazing. But I know in October I am planning on going to Circuit of the Americas for F1, so that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And then I also saw that Lone Star Le Mans is happening there, and I want to go so bad.
Real.
It's just money.
Real. So for me, I've been to a few different tracks actually. So the first track I went to was Auto Club. Rest in peace.
Pour one out.
And that was in 2022. And Kyle Larson won that race. Kyle Larson is my favorite driver, but that's beyond the point. That same year, I went to Vegas for the first time for the South Point 400. Who won that race? Oh yeah, Joey Logano won that race. And on his way to his second fraudulent championship. And then the next year, went to Auto Club again, went to Vegas again, and then the next 2 years, I went to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum races for the Clash. Those were fun.
That's sick.
It was a goofy little short track, but it's what we had in Southern California, so we couldn't complain.
It's like Cars.
Yeah,
it's the ending of Cars.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get into yesterday's race.
Oh my God, what a race that was!
It was an absolute banger of a race. It got started off pretty crazy. I missed this in the report because I turned on the race with the first 20 laps gone. But Connor Zilic, he crashed twice.
He did crash twice. I was at work and I was watching it, and I did see him. He just kind of drifted the first time and then just went right into the wall. Yeah. I didn't really see what happened the second time, but
poor kid, he's having a rough season.
Free him. What did he do?
He went from, I wouldn't say getting robbed, but he lost the championship last season in the Xfinity Series to Jesse Love. And he gets brought up to Cup, and he's not having a very good time.
Don't get me wrong, I do really like Jesse Love. I don't have anything against him. I love his social media manager mainly. But no, Connor Zilic should have won the championship. I think that whole playoff format, NASCAR isn't the Super Bowl. At a certain point, that whole thing was it doesn't matter if you get the most points, it's only if you win the final race, which that was actually ridiculous. That is one of the stupidest formats I've ever seen in racing.
Yeah, this format, it was a very take and give format, I would say. You've seen a lot of drivers. One I would say specifically that did not benefit from this format at all was Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin was robbed last season. Oh my God.
Absolutely. I wouldn't call Denny Hamlin a choker.
I think that it all came down to a bad pit call and poor playoff formatting. But
yeah,
I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Just the off season that he had with everything that he had going on after losing the title. Coming into this season, we didn't even know if he would be racing this season.
Yeah.
And then I would say what we saw when we covered NASCAR in Vegas, they would just repeatedly ask him about the championship race.
Yeah. So after the race, after victory lane and everything, he came and did his press conference, and I was a photographer that weekend. So I wasn't really going to ask anything, but then I had a really more of a fun question idea. For those of you who don't know, the band that sings Mr. Brightside, The Killers, they are from Las Vegas, and they also have a song called The Man. And in the South Point 400 last year when I went, I made a joke that Denny Hamlin was the man in Las Vegas because he won the race with a crazy last few lap action. And I was gonna ask him, what about this track, what about this city, what about that makes you feel like you're the man? But then all these reporters just kept asking, now, are you and your crew chief still on good terms? Have you guys talked about what happened in Phoenix? Not to beat a dead horse, but have you guys talked about what happened in Phoenix? And you could just see him throw his hands up
yeah,
what on earth?
He was like, come on guys, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, or I just answered your question 5 times. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, it just felt like they were trying to draw such a negative narrative.
Yeah, and he just went back to back in Vegas.
Man, he's so good.
He's so good here, and mind you, what was I? Vegas is my favorite track, and to see him win twice, 2 out of the 3 times I've gone, like, there is something special about this track. I know he said to like a bunch of media people after in victory lane, he was like, oh yeah, I win on and off the track.
Yeah, you see Denny Hamlin in a casino, he's not gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, no, he's having a great time actually. I did see a video he posted where he like went fishing, and I think it was at Sunset Park, and like him and his friend had like a fishing competition where like who could catch the biggest fish.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin, he wins a lot of bets.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
jumping the start.
Jumping the start on purpose is not something I would personally do. But the good thing is for that race, it was last week in Nashville, he did not go a lap down. I honestly thought he would have.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy that he didn't. And then he comes back and wins the race, and then he puts a Denny Bros sticker on his driver's car. The driver for the team that he owns, 2311 Racing. He puts a Denny Bros sticker on Tyler Reddick's car.
That's actually kind of fire.
That's aura.
Exactly.
I would say aura.
100%. I know he's a little old, but Unc still got it.
Unc's got it for real. All right, so getting back to the race from yesterday. So yeah, we started off pretty quick with Connor Zilic spitting twice, which the second one ultimately ended his race. And then after that, I don't think stage 1 really had much going on. Tyler Reddick, he ended up winning his first stage of the season after winning 5 races, which I thought was pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Now, stage two is when things got a little crazy.
That one restart, man. I am so surprised at like how many cars like managed to escape that. Like
including Denny Hamlin.
Including Denny. Blaney was in the Menards car this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I did see Blaney somehow escape that.
Yeah, Blaney escaped it. Tyler Reddick, unfortunately did not.
Neither did Austin Dillon. At first, I thought after last week in Nashville with Brad Keselowski, the incident.
Yeah.
Was he just trying to get back at him for all the?
I would say so.
For the rivalry that him and KB had.
So. I would say so.
He was just like,
he's like, yeah, we're gonna bring back the rivalry. We're gonna bring that back from when Brad Keselowski drove the number 2 Penske.
Yeah.
Dodge and Ford.
At first I was like, dang, Austin Dillon always at the scene of the crime. And then I watched the replay.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, because you saw Chase Elliott, like, on that restart, he took off immediately. Kyle Larson didn't take off.
People are saying that Larson missed a shift. I don't think Larson missed a shift. I think he was trying not to jump the restart.
That would make sense. But it was like after the restart, he still just was going kind of, still going at that pace. And then it was Ty Gibbs behind him.
Everyone was trying to go.
Yeah.
And Larson didn't go.
Yeah, everyone was trying to go. And then Ty Gibbs had a brake check.
Yeah.
Eric Jones. And then Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, everyone's
hit him and spun him.
Yeah, everyone's blaming Carson Hocevar for that. I don't necessarily think it's his fault.
I don't think so either, because I mean, it's not like he was purposely trying to, just hit the back of Eric Jones to tell him go, go, go. It was everyone thought they were going, and
it didn't go.
On the inside, no one was going. Everyone was getting brake checked.
Yeah.
It's just an unfortunate situation.
Yeah. So that unfortunately gave our points leader, Tyler Reddick, his first DNF of the season.
Pour one out.
What I thought was funny is they tried to fix his car so that he could go back out, but like all 4 corners were very much damaged.
That was unfixable.
Yeah, he even said in his interview after he got checked out at the care center, he was like, we're going to see if we can fix it and go back out. I'm like, and I was just thinking, like, I don't think you're going to be able to fix that.
Ain't no fixing that, brother.
And then Chase Elliott ends up winning that stage.
There's a lot to talk about with Chase Elliott.
Yeah, Mr. Elliott. Yeah, we'll jump into that one.
The wreck with Christopher Bell.
Now, I wouldn't... Okay, now we know Chase Elliott didn't do this on purpose.
Yeah, you could see...
We're just going to say that first.
No one would want to send another car into the wall at 180 miles an hour, risking their own car, risking their health, risking their lives. Like, no one would want to do that.
Yeah.
I know there's the joke with Dale Sr., where it's like, oh, drive safely. Like, whatever. Unless you're Jeff Gordon, then put the SOB in the wall. Like, that was a joke. That was a complete joke. No one actually, like, does that on purpose.
Exactly.
You could see from the replay from the... I don't remember who was in front of them, but from their back camera,
it was Byron.
Okay, from Byron's back camera, you could see like his back end kind of slide out a little bit. He started losing control, and then I think it just...
Yeah, so with these next-gen cars, if you're going under someone in a corner going 180 miles an hour, the car is not going to stay, like, glued to the track. It's going to move around. So what Chase Elliott thought was going to happen was when he sent it in, he was hoping it would stick. And if it didn't stick, he was just going to spin out to the left on his own. I even think he said that in his interview, that he was just going to commit to spinning out. And it did not go left. It went right into Christopher Bell. Poor Christopher Bell. He's having a very rough season.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that wreck, I don't think I've seen... I haven't been in motorsport long enough to see a wreck that bad. I mean, aside from, like, Indy practice last year...
Yeah.
For the 500, like, Colton hurt his crash. I know last year in St. Louis, Joseph Newgarden had a really bad wreck, because I remember the video of, like, them coming back from commercial, and then they're showing Joseph Newgarden's, like, media day thing, and then, whoa, he's upside down.
Yeah.
But for NASCAR, I haven't seen a wreck so bad that, like, the engine's on fire, the wall gets severely damaged.
Okay, yeah. So one wreck that came to my mind, and this is because I'm a Kyle Larson fan. Of course, it involves Kyle Larson, but this was the 2024 Atlanta playoff race. It's coming towards the end of stage 1, and he just loses it. Smacks the outside wall.
Oh.
And as he's coming down the track, Chase Briscoe, he was driving the number 14 Stewart Haas Ford at the time, just comes and clobbers the back of his car. That was very bad.
Yeah, I mean, I do also remember Daytona last year.
Oh, yeah.
Like the big one with Ryan Preece, which that was like my first, like, sit down of the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
I was rooting for Elliott Castroneves because IndyCar legend.
Of course.
He's just so sweet.
Yeah.
And then he DNF'd. But no, the Ryan Preece crash was insane. Seeing a car flip like that is never something you want to see.
Yes. Ryan Preece himself has been involved in very, very hard wrecks. I think his most recent one being in the All-Star race at Dover, which that race was very forgettable, but that's besides the point. So yeah, okay, back to the race yesterday. So Chase Elliott wins stage 2 before wrecking out. So yesterday we saw a total of 13 DNFs. 13. So that was a race of attrition, as Dale Jr. would say.
Yeah, I was just taking names left and right.
Yeah, and if Dale Jr. is screaming that there's a spin or a crash, you're just praying that your driver's not in it.
Oh, exactly. I do want to point out Team Penske yesterday, they had a really good race, surprisingly, because I think all of them started from the rear, and I think everyone except Cindric finished in the top 10, and Cindric finished in like 11th.
Yeah.
So Joey Logano in 7th, Blaney in 8th, and Cindric in 11th.
Yeah, I would say for Ford as a whole that this track has been pretty great for them. They've always had speed. Unlike with Zane Smith, before he unfortunately wrecked out, he was very good.
Yeah, Zane Smith, he's putting up numbers for front row.
Oh, yeah.
Also, surprisingly, Noah Gragson and Riley Herbst, they had a really good start to their race. Like, they were in, like, the top 15. I think Riley Herbst was in the top 10.
Yeah, surprisingly.
So, very good to see, the Vegas locals, the Vegas boys do well.
Yeah, we love them.
Noah Gragson, known UNLV fan. I actually have a funny story. I've probably told you this a million times, but my friend is on Noah Gragson's camera roll.
Yeah.
Throwback to Mountain West Tournament 2025. UNLV is playing Air Force. It's like Wednesday, so NASCAR weekend is that Saturday and Sunday. Noah Gragson, he's at the game. I'm sitting next to my friend Max, who's a big NASCAR fan, and Noah goes out and he does this free throw game to promote NASCAR for the weekend. He gets off. My friend Max gets up and he's like, "Yo, Noah, where's Riley? Where's Riley?" And he's kind of laughing about it. So then later on in the game, he goes out and he does another promo, and he walks around towards the band because we're both in pep band. He comes up to him and is like, "Yo, you're cool, blah blah blah, let me get a picture to send to Riley." So we're thinking like, oh sick, Noah Gragson is taking a picture with Max. Doesn't take a picture with him, just takes a picture of him. So we're like, okay, that's a little odd. And then after, I'm like, dude, you're on his camera roll. Like, how does that feel? So we're like laughing about it, whatever, having a great time. And then Max ended up going to Charlotte for the Coke 600 that year.
Legend.
And him and a bunch of his friends, they went to like all these different meet and greets and stuff like that. They go to a meet and greet with Noah Gragson, and he's like, "Yo, I remember you. You're on my camera roll. You were the one talking about Riley Herbst."
Yeah.
So he remembered Max. They talked for a good while about UNLV sports. Talking crap about people in the UNLV band. Not talking crap, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I got you.
Just going back and forth. So yeah, my friend is like my friend is in Noah Gragson's camera roll.
Yeah, we love Max. That's going to do it for episode 1. It was good talking to Kelly, and we'll continue on to episode 2 of the Calamity Corner Podcast. Thank you for listening to Calamity Corner Podcast. If you want to learn more about me or the podcast, follow me on Instagram at jamesc._.24.